right, welcome back to another episode of The Young and the Wash. Josh Palet with Travis Gardner and Dave Palet sitting in for Alonzo Wright. And we're not going to do the nicknames.
No one ever compared Alonzo and I.
Yeah, never. Yeah. Shocking.
It's going to be more opposite.
We're not going to do the nicknames because Zoe's not here and he's the king of that. But if you were fucking a chick, would you get up in the middle if her pussy stinks? Or would you just continue?
Would I leave? Is that what you're asking me? Would I leave?
Would you leave or would you just push through?
That's a good question. That's a great question because you always taught people always tell you all the time, if you're ever in that situation, get out. Girls will say that. If you're ever with a girl where it smells
means like disease.
I don't know. I've always heard that since I was since like in middle school.
Yeah,
that was one of those like rumor things. Oh man, if it smells, you better run.
Have you ever been in that situation? I've never personally been in that situation.
No, I haven't either. That's a good question. I think it depends how old you are, right?
Wow.
I think if you're young, like, it's your first, second time, you're pushing through.
Yeah,
right.
For sure.
You're just so happy to be there.
Yeah,
like you're
just
like,
happy to be here.
I'm staying.
Yeah,
I mean, but if you're older, let's say you're 30 years old and you've been around the block a little bit.
Yeah,
like there's another girl coming down the street.
100%.
You know what I mean?
I'm with you on that.
Literally.
What about you? What would you do?
No. No, that's fantastic. No, I'm definitely not. I just couldn't will myself to victory. I couldn't do it.
Yeah. Okay. I feel you. Have you ever got caught farting in public?
No.
I shit myself at Target.
Yeah. Well, dude, it wasn't like it was 2 weeks ago. I was when you're a little kid.
I was in 4th grade, which is still too old to shit yourself. Let's be honest. Yeah.
You know, it's funny though. You hear people. I don't mean to cut you off, Travis, but you hear people say all the time, "Oh man, everybody shits themselves." I'm like, who? Dude, I've never. Really?
I've shot myself like 3 different times.
How old were you the last time you did it?
7th grade.
Okay, but not as an adult.
No, not as an adult.
Yeah.
No.
So it's not like that's the deal. You hear that? I hear this all the time from people playing golf, casino, like at a party
all the time.
And I'm like, how in the hell? I always think that's the strangest thing.
Okay, hold on.
But I have got caught farting in public though, 100%.
When was the last time? Jake used to blame people in class all the time. He blamed like these little Asian girls.
Yeah, the shy people.
And Jasmine, come on.
Yeah, come on. Not here.
That's good. That's good. Yeah, I can't remember the last time, but I've definitely got caught.
Yeah, I think girls actually shit themselves more than guys. You just don't know about it.
Why do you have a theory on that?
Because I've heard girls talk like
really?
Yeah, I could like overhear them like, oh, like I totally like some came out. And you're like, Jesus Christ,
what's
that's
going
disgusting.
on with
Can't control the sphincter muscle?
I don't know, man. Maybe I don't even want to say that. Next question. If you were a porn star, would you tell your parents?
No way.
Why not? It's your job.
No way, dude. Who am I going to impress? Like, here's the deal.
What are you going to say?
My mom would be so upset. All right. My dad, though, might think it's cool, but he would never admit it's cool. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. My dad would have to take my mom's side.
What would you say if I told you I was a porn star?
I'd have to take your mom's side and go, we're kind of disappointed by your choices.
Would you like?
I'd have a million questions.
You'd be a little hype. You'd be hyped though, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I want details.
Exactly.
What about you? Would you tell your mom, Tracy?
Yeah, Tracy would definitely disapprove. I don't think she'd be surprised though.
I don't think any of us would be surprised.
Yeah. I don't think she'd be surprised. I think my dad and my stepfather would both be like, that's kind of sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they.
Do you think any of them would look you up?
Oh, that's a great fucking question. That's a great question.
Yeah, I think my stepfather would.
You think he would?
I think he would. He's like, you know what? What's he doing?
Yeah. Would he like critique you? Like, come on.
I don't know if he'd critique, but I think he'd be like, good job. Like,
you think so? Do you think he would admit to looking you up? Or do you think he would just look you up?
No, he'd never tell me. He would never tell me. No, he wouldn't tell me.
All right.
I think that's kind of crazy, though. Like, out of everything we just said, the craziest thing would be if you looked up your kid.
Looked it up? I'm not gonna lie. If my kid did, I'm looking it up. I'm a weirdo.
What if it's your daughter?
Oh no! No, I'm not looking it up. No.
Right? That's bad. All right.
Hold on. Wait, I got more.
But I'm about to say, I was gonna continue though and say like not to be. I can't judge. Like if she had an OnlyFans. But she couldn't but she can't guarantee to me obviously because she can lie to me that like she's not putting out like taking dick content, you know what I'm saying? But if she's just giving out her personal content and she's racking money though,
like if she's doing solo videos, you'd be all for it.
Low key, honestly, I'd like make your money. I'd make your money, girl.
What if people you worked with said, "Hey, dude, I saw your daughter"?
fuck.
Would you be fine
hard.
with it, or you just not want people going to you and telling you about how your daughter?
Yeah, exactly. Like, I wouldn't want them to talk to me about it. I feel like we'd have like a code of that. Like, obviously, don't talk to me about that shit. But like, yeah.
I mean, let's say you go to work and guys are spreading rumors. Man, I saw Travis's daughter.
That would fucking suck.
It would
suck. But hopefully, people at my work don't know about that. I hope it'd be a different crowd. Like, I wouldn't tell. Like, I'm not telling my coworkers to her fucking @name and shit. Like, look this up. Like, but. Yeah. I
mean, because porn is one of those things that nobody admits to watching, at least my age. No one ever talks about it or admits to it. Mm-hmm. But yet the porn industry makes as much as the NFL.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Yeah, it's amazing. Billions of dollars.
I think one of the best things, not to cut you off, I'm sorry, but making money off of men horniness, that's like, they say half the web is porn. You know what I'm saying?
Really? You know what part of the country watches the most porn? It's the Bible Belt. It's Mississippi, Alabama, Tennessee, Kentucky. It's not even close, they said. All the people who go to church, where there's a church on every corner and preach, God and Jesus and all this, that's where they say the biggest hits come from. It's not even close. Hypocrites all over the place.
I got a question for you. Okay. Would you be a stay-at-home husband? You don't have to work at all, but your wife has an OnlyFans.
Fuck. I can't say that this hasn't been in the discussions.
Really?
In a sense like that. I love to mess around like that. I love to push all the fucking buttons and ask like stupid what if questions. So I've made the stupid suggestion of like moving to Mexico and making an OnlyFans where like nobody would know. Like, we can only make videos where you don't show your face.
Oh wait, so you're like banging your girl?
Yeah,
exactly. Nobody knows it's you.
Exactly, when no one knows it's me though.
In one of those wrestling masks, like Nacho Libre and shit.
That'd be kind of lit. That'd be kind of lit. But I've joked around, playing around with that. Like, obviously, couldn't do that. But
who wants to see that?
People watch that shit, man.
People really with the masks on.
No, you just don't see their face, man. It's just like that you'll never see their face. Yeah,
exactly. So but what was the original question? I'm sorry, I always be going.
Would you be a stay-at-home husband if your wife had OnlyFans?
I couldn't do that though. No, I want to be a part of it. In that case, I want to produce.
You want to be part of the action?
I want to be part of it. Exactly, but yeah.
Okay, me either. All right, if you can improve one part of your body, what would it be?
Oh, that's a good question.
Travis, I'll ask you first.
My chest.
My chest too.
I've never had a chest in my life. I've gotten the stupid pirate joke of the. Like, hey, are you a pirate or something like that? Because you got the sunken chest, and I'm just like, fuck you.
Yeah, fucking asshole.
Exactly.
I don't know. That's an interesting question. I don't know. I've never had a problem with building up any certain part. I've always, when I wanted to work out, I could change my body at different times. Depends how much I weigh. If I want to build my arms, my chest, my back, wasn't bad.
All right, whose future would you rather have, Joe Burrow or Justin Herbert?
Oh, that's a great question right there. I go Justin Herbert. And the reason I say Justin Herbert,
wow, I didn't think you were going to say
me
that.
Me neither. 100%.
Because of where he plays.
Okay.
I'd much rather be a star in Los Angeles than a star in Cincinnati.
But you think he's going to have a better future?
That's a good one. God, Burrow, man, has had an amazing career already. Heisman Trophy, greatest college team of all time, Super Bowl already this early. Who I think is probably going to be more successful? I'm still going to go Justin Herbert. I have faith in Justin Herbert.
Okay.
I think that's hard though. I'm gonna go Justin Herbert because I'm biased, obviously. But the fact that Joe Burrow gets to come out of the NFC North or the AFC North though, I think it's a little bit of an easier path than coming out of the AFC West for future to come. So
going against Mahomes and Russell Wilson.
I think you'll have an easier time of possibly having a better career and more a better probability of going to the playoffs and stuff like that more often because of where he plays. But yeah, I'm gonna go Justin Herbert because I think he's an overall more talented quarterback.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Are you a fan or not a fan of fans doing the wave at games?
That's funny.
Hilarious.
I don't participate. I really don't care. I mean, I consider myself a diehard sports fan. So
yeah.
I think I'm pretty good at what works and doesn't work, and I like to strategize with the coaches and everything else that go on. When I go to a game, I'm not that guy that freaks out and high-fiving everybody unless it's like the end of a game kind of a deal. I just kind of sit there. Even if I go and see my favorite team play and somebody hits a home run, I don't get in everybody's face. The wave, I don't need the wave. But if you want to do it because you don't understand the game and you need some kind of excitement, I'm not going to punch you in the back of the head every time you stand up. I'm not that guy.
That's hilarious.
You like the wave?
I mean, if I'm faded, I'm fucking lit at SoFi or I'm lit at Petco, and and all of a sudden I see that thing coming, woo, like hell yeah, like, and then like talking about getting excited, like fuck that, dog. Like when I watch the Chargers at SoFi, I am like in it. Like, it's bad. Like, I watched the Roberts kickoff return like live. I was at that game, and like when I saw him broke through, like we all, like everyone stood up. I was like, oh, like, I was fucking going crazy. Like, yeah. So I'm definitely in it.
You're in the game too.
First time I ever saw the wave, I think, was like 1981, 82. I was like 10 years old. And I was amazed, though. It was the first time I've ever seen, no joke. It was to see 50-something thousand fans participate in something like that.
That's
was
true.
bizarre. And then I remember, embarrassed to say, but at that age, see if we would talk about it in the car on the way to the game. Hey, see if we can start it. Like as kids.
Yeah.
Hey, can we start this thing? You know, it was that I did participate in that because I've never seen anything like that. It was a big deal when it first started to go, look at all these people. And you just watch it go around the stadium and you couldn't believe that people were participating in it.
Yeah.
All right, let's transition into the question we had this week. So Travis got on my case and Alonzo because I said that I'm not a huge Padre fan because I don't like the fans and I don't dislike the Dodgers because I respect them.
Yeah.
And they said I was wrong, right? Is that correct? Because it's
fairly correct. Well, you're missing the fact that you defend. Well, I guess you're saying because you respect them, but you defend.
I defended the Dodgers.
You defend the Dodgers. That's what you.
I said. I like their.
Always defended the Dodgers.
I have. I've said I respect the Dodger fans and the team more than the Padres, but I'm also a Padre fan. You said that doesn't work like that. This is my problem. I'm gonna tell you right now.
I do the same thing with the New York Yankees. I'm not a Yankee fan, but I respect the hell out of the organization. Okay. 27 championships. It's hard to say.
And you defend them, like when you guys are talking yak, like. But you guys
it's hard. You argue with a Yankee fan. It's like, well, who has the biggest stars in the history of the game?
Yeah,
the Yankees.
Their point was that the Dodgers and Padres are direct rivals. That's the problem.
Exactly.
I understand that, but sometimes you have to admire greatness. I hated the Celtics and Larry Bird, but at the same time, you're like, I just want to see greatness.
I mean, and as a new baseball fan, in a sense, fairly recent, I've always watched it, but like never really got into the game like that. So I'm not the most credible, but like. I've always known that like Dodger fans, not so much they're obnoxious, but like, you know, like they just are. Like that's just kind of how it is. We're rivals.
You don't think every fan base is
but
obnoxious?
They are obnoxious, but like I think that like there's a certain level to cockiness. Like, and you guys do, and that's why I respect it to an extent, and that you guys have the confidence because you guys have won. At least it's 2021, but not besides that, not till 1988. But so there was a little bit of a gap there of championships, but continue to go to playoffs without winning it. So
you're looking at it the wrong way.
But okay, I respect it. But
you want me to give you my example back?
Do.
You graduated high school in 2012.
Facts.
The Dodgers have made the playoffs every year since you've been out of high school.
That is.
Which means if you're a sports fan, they gave you 6 months of entertainment all the way through. They provided you with a fantastic spring, summer, and fall. Mm-hmm. Have your Padres done that for you?
Fuck no.
Fuck no. They've been a running joke.
Yeah, I do. I mean, I absolutely, and that's why I think the reason why we've kind of concluded that we don't like the Padre, he doesn't like the Padre fans. But I can acknowledge that there are very obnoxious ones because they talk a lot of shit from just having hope in a sense without having done anything yet in a sense, and that's where I feel like the difference of the
well, you have a track record since 1969 of not doing anything.
Yeah,
I mean, you went to the World Series twice. You have one win. You're 1-8 in World Series games.
Disgusting.
Once the
San Diego fan base. Yes.
Well, once the Cubs won in 2016, the Padres turned into the Cubs.
Exactly. I did. You know? I was very much aware. I was very much aware.
So I always say, as a sports fan, support your team when they support you back. Meaning they're going to go out and get the best players. They're going to do things to say, okay, this is why I'm a fan. Not when you're sitting there, Will Middlebrooks is my starting third baseman, go Padres. You know what I'm saying? They aren't doing anything for you.
Yeah.
And I always say, as a fan, don't go to the games until they start doing that for you. Until they start putting a team on the field that you can go, okay, I'm behind this team. Like right now, it's fine to be a Padre fan.
Yeah, 100%.
You have Tatis, you have Machado, you have a bunch of stars that you've had that you haven't had in the past, you know? And you're selling yourself on something and going, it's not very good. As I always think all the time, if you went to a real shitty restaurant, okay, would you go back tomorrow? Would you go back the next day? No. You wouldn't go until the food's good. And that's what you do as a Padre fan when they don't put a great product on the field. It's been different in the last 3 years.
Yeah.
But, man, for most of your life, they've given you shit.
Yeah, nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, my example to them was, because I said I don't like the fans, Jake Cronenworth hit a home run the other day.
Yeah.
I go on Twitter to look at it, and some guy writes...
That was funny as fuck.
What did he say? What did he say?
He's like, I want to go to, it's like, take me to the bone zone or something like that.
He said, I want Crone Zone to take me to the bone zone. And I'm like, I can't root for this team, bro. Like, I can't be on the same side as that shit.
That shit was hilarious. I got a kick out of that.
You know why the Dodgers, you're not going to like what I'm going to say, but you know why the Dodgers are the greatest organization in sports?
Okay.
Because they changed not only the landscape of baseball, but they changed the landscape of all sports. Meaning with Jackie Robinson. In 1947, when they broke the color barrier, everybody thought they were crazy, and why would you do this? Well, not only did they have Jackie Robinson, you go forward, they also had Fernando. They had Sandy Koufax, who was a very famous Jewish guy. Chano Park, Korean. You had Hideo Nomo, Japanese. They were the first on everything. You know, so when you talk about equality and what you see in the United States and what we are as a country, the Dodgers are right there as a sports franchise before any other franchise. And so that's
hard to argue.
I mean, my point is as much as you might hate the Dodgers on the field and winning and losses and all that stuff, without the Dodgers, who knows where sports would be? I mean, the New York Yankees knew all about Hank Aaron and Willie Mays, but they didn't sign them because they were black. They could have had an outfield of Mickey Mantle, Willie Mays, and Hank Aaron at the same time, but they wouldn't sign either one of those guys because they were black. Right? It sounds crazy, doesn't it?
Nuts.
Yeah. As a sports fan, you just want the best players. I mean, all of us and all three of us right now, when we watch sports and we're huge sports fans, we don't watch sports and ever think, man, too many black guys on the field or too many white guys, right? You just want the best players.
Exactly.
Yeah, and because of what happened with the Dodgers, that's why our brains work that way now.
All right, for the last segment of the show, we're going to do our top 5 list. I'm going to start it off. I'm going to go top 5 cereals, okay? Cereals. Okay.
Oh, wow.
It's a good one.
I do
all
like
right?
that. I do like that.
5 is definitely debatable for a lot of people, but it's in my top 5 for sure. It's Raisin Bran.
Oh, geez.
Say something, bitch.
Get that shit out of here.
The Raisin Bran's fucking good.
Yeah, it is good. It's not bad for you. Yeah, but unless you're 62 or older, people are going to fight that fucking theory right there that it's top 5.
Why do people not like Raisin Bran? Is it because they don't like raisins?
It's just
you know what's the name? People don't like.
Cheerios are better than fucking.
Cheerios are not better than Raisin Bran. Cheerios are overrated.
Cheerios are better than fucking Raisin Bran.
People don't like the name Bran. It means you.
That's the wheat and oats. The wheat ones are better. The ones
mini wheats are great.
Yeah,
I'm with you on that. I love mini wheats.
Mini wheats.
Honorable mention.
Yeah.
Only frosted mini wheats. Honorable mention.
But if it's not frosted, it's like eating hay.
Better than Raisin Bran, 100%.
Stop hating on Raisin Bran. That's my PSA. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to everybody else. Stop hating on Fuck you.
Top 5. Wow.
It's not in your top 5?
No, I'm just saying,
He's
wow.
not 62.
Yeah, I'm not 62.
Dude. All right, number 4. Another debatable one for a lot of people.
God.
Frosted Flakes.
No, that's legit.
Frosted Flakes are good.
It is.
It would be in my top 10.
Frosted Flakes is one of those going, man, this is better than I remember.
Frosted Flakes makes your...
Exactly. Every single time you eat, you're like, what the fuck?
Frosted Flakes make your day better.
Yeah,
that little
100%.
sugar makes your day.
I can't let them get...
That's a fucking tiger
I have
on
a
the
thing,
box.
though, about cereal, how I can't let it get soggy at all.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, I usually zoom through it, or I don't put that much milk in it, and then try to get a little...
It's the key. Don't put too much milk.
Exactly.
All right, number 3 is just absolutely fantastic, but people are going to fight me on this as well. All right. Peanut butter Cap'n Crunch. It hurts the roof. Fire. It hurts the roof of your mouth, but it's worth it because it tastes so damn good.
Fucking good.
Peanut butter Cap'n. You're not a fan of peanut butter Cap'n Crunch? Why not?
If I had to pick a Captain Crunch, I'm going Crunch Berries.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna put Crunch Berries over. Yeah.
All right, I love peanut butter Cap'n Crunch.
It's good though.
All right, number 2.
You're the guy that gets everybody sick at school. That peanut allergy.
Yeah, we have a friend actually. All right, number 2, Cocoa Pebbles. The Cocoa Pebbles are really good. Fruity Pebbles are also really good.
I never had them, but Cocoa Pebbles. I've had Tricks.
The little ones.
I've had Tricks, which I imagine taste like it, but Cocoa Pebbles are legit.
The Cocoa Pebbles are legit. It's like it turns into chocolate milk once you start eating them.
Cocoa Puffs.
Cocoa Puffs are overrated. They're not good at all. Yeah, terrible. And then number 1's obvious. I think we all can agree. CTC, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, is number 1. Cinnamon Toast Crunch is the best cereal. Not even debate, right?
Dude, no joke. CTC is like it is more addictive than like potato chips. You know, like someone say, I'll just have a couple chips.
Yeah.
And then eat the whole bag.
Yeah.
Dude, CTC is a whole nother level. And then you feel like complete shit for about 12 hours.
I could eat a whole box of CTC.
Honestly,
yeah. All right. That's my list. That's my top 5. All
right. So for my top 5, I got TV shows, which for me, I feel like I'm pretty basic, but you know, they're all kind of alike, but fuck it. Number 1, all right, we're going to number 5.
Yeah, number 5.
Okay, number 5. Even though this one, I don't even know if it's really my number 5, but I put it out there because I do love it. And fucking, you know, all those people in Pawnee, in Indiana, whatever that fucking Pawnee, Indiana, Parks and Rec, love that show.
See, I never watched Parks and Rec.
Really?
I heard it's good though.
It's a lot like The Office.
Okay,
honestly. It's a lot like The Office, but just in a different setting. Absolutely love that show.
Okay.
And then these next 2 are a lot of like, what is it? Cartoon Network classics. Futurama, number 4 for me. Love that movie. Fucking love that TV show.
Futurama is really popular. I know he hasn't watched it.
Never seen it.
No, it's like robots and they're in the future in like 3000. It's a stupid show.
What do you like about it?
It's just dumb.
It's good when he's high.
The humor is
He's going as high.
yeah, exactly. That too is just fantastic. And then 3, Family Guy. Family Guy.
Has to be in the top 5.
Yeah, I love Family Guy. Even my mom watches that show with me. As much as she hates it, every single time we watch it together, she laughs every
Of course, because the jokes are for her age.
And I call her out for it every time. I'm like, damn, you love this show. She's like, fuck you. And I'm just like, and then number 2. Even though the season finale was garbage, I love Game of Thrones. I've like watched it 6 times back and forth. Oh yeah, like once I start an episode, I like have to finish the whole thing through.
What's your favorite all-time scene in Game of Thrones?
That's a great question.
Oh, the fucking Citadel. I think it's what is that? Season 6, season finale, episode 10. It's just when the Citadel blows up, when she like, it's just the music's in the background.
The green stuff.
Yeah, the wildfire. She blows up like she's supposed to. Cersei's is supposed to go to trial.
Oh yeah.
And then like because the fucking priest guy gets all
Dude,
crazy
I'm with you.
Power.
That's the best scene.
Yeah, it's just it's insane, dude.
It's true.
With in the music.
Yeah,
in the beginning, they don't
I literally have the music on my phone. Like I downloaded.
It's so eerie. Like it just sets the tone for the episode, and like it's outstanding. So fucking
Doesn't it piss you off how bad the last season was for how good the show was?
It did. As much as I think people I put a lot of hate on it because I think they're just mad because something great came to an end. I do think that for how good they made the first 6 fucking seasons and how much detail,
7 seasons,
detail and stuff like that. Like, oh man, it's just
they rushed it, dude.
Like the night the fire the overall fight was like 1 episode that could have been dragged out into like 3 or 4. Like it could have been better.
I'm with you. What's your number 1?
Oh, number 1, The Office. Good lord, come on.
Why is The Office number 1?
It's just the best. It's just people have trivia nights for The Office.
Do you like The Office after Michael leaves?
I think I'm actually one of the people who thinks it gets funnier a little bit.
Dude, I say that people hate me for saying that.
Robert California is one of the fucking.
I don't like Robert.
Dude, I love him because he's such a fucking weirdo. I love how he comes in. He's like, everything is about sex. Like whatever. It's like primal instincts. Like he's such a fucking weirdo. Like that wine night that they have. Like he's super weird. Or the Halloween episode when he creates a story and like learns everyone's fear and he like makes this wild story. It's like one of my favorite episode because it's just some fucking weirdo shit. But I love Robert California.
Will Ferrell too.
Yeah, he's an idiot.
D'Angelo.
I actually don't like it when they get serious like that. I hate that guy like every single time.
One of my favorite scenes in The Office is when Will Ferrell's on there.
Yeah,
when they have the cake. And he grabs that cake with his hand.
Yeah.
He goes, "What are you doing, D'Angelo? You had a cake for lunch." And he fucking chucks it right in the trash. And then he grabs another hunk of cake with his hand. It's like, what the fuck are you doing? Everyone wants a piece of cake. He's grabbing these enormous pieces and just chucking them right in the trash.
It's absolutely great.
All right, so what's your list?
All right, my top 5. I'm gonna go a little bit different. I had The Office in there, but I don't want to be the same as Travis. So here we go.
You start number 5, right?
We're gonna start number 5. Okay. I tell you, man, I love it right now. It's currently going. It's only like 6 episodes in. I love Winning Time.
Dude, thank you.
What is that? Dude, it's up your alley, Travis. It's about the Lakers. It's about Jerry Buss.
It's so good.
That new show.
Dude, it is so good. It is one of those shows I had no desire to watch because I'm like, I know everything about the Lakers. I've read so many books. I covered the Lakers as a job. I know Magic. I know everything about the Lakers. And the way this shit breaks down, it is so fucking amazing. It's one of the best shows I've ever seen. Okay. You'll love it. Okay. I'm telling you right now, you're gonna love it. It's Winning Time is right there. I'm a big fan of the show Billions. Okay, it's a Showtime show. Love Billions. If you haven't seen it, it's obviously what it is. It's about guys who have a ton of money and someone trying to bring them down in the government. But it's good. Curb Your Enthusiasm. All right, never disappoints for me. Always one of those that makes people feel extremely awkward. It's not scripted. There are no lines. Oh, wow. I mean, one of the interesting thing about Curb. Have you watched Curb, Travis?
No, about this. No.
Okay, so Curb Your Enthusiasm is the same guy who wrote for the Seinfeld show.
Okay.
So, but it's his own show, and there's no script. People just walk in a room, and he goes, "This is what's going to happen," and he leads, and they go. But the episode that always stands out to me, and there's always something funny, is he's going to a Dodger game to meet his dad, and he doesn't have. I think he's meeting his dad. Doesn't matter, but. Traffic is shit in LA, so he picks up a hooker so he can drive in the carpool lane, and he takes a hooker to drive in the carpool lane to get to Dodger Stadium faster. And they show him walking down the aisle to his seats. Well, in real life, there was a guy who was convicted of murder, and he was getting the death penalty for murder. And he said, "I wasn't there," and all the evidence showed that the guy committed this murder. when the show ran, Larry David's walking down the aisle. The guy's right over here sitting in his seats. And if it wasn't for them taking that exact cut that they use, that guy would probably be dead right now.
No way.
Got acquitted.
That show got him off to say he was at Dodger Stadium. He couldn't have committed the murder. Here it is on TV. At the same time,
wild,
dude. Yeah, it's freaking nuts. But the show's a comedy. It's funny as shit. Bunch of famous people are in it. Bunch of famous people die to be in that show. But I find it fascinating and funny at the same time. That's 3 of them I threw at you, right? Okay, Breaking Bad.
Oh,
okay.
That's your number 2.
I'm kind of tied because I've seen these. It's like Travis watches Game of Thrones. I've seen Breaking Bad probably 10 times the entire series.
I've seen the first 3 seasons. Yeah.
Shut the fuck up. You quit.
Yeah,
I lost so much respect for you. I've known you since you're 8 years old, and I can't tell you how much respect I lost for you.
It was like hot, like it wasn't before the seasons were like out like that, and so like I just gotta watch them, and then like I kind of got lost in memory and never went back.
You got to go back.
What are you talking? It gets better and better.
I mean, honestly, no. When I watched it, it was fucking good shit.
Yeah, dude, it gets better, dude. It gets better. I can't believe you didn't finish it. And then I'm a big Sopranos guy. I love the series The Sopranos. So those are my 5.
Why do you like The Sopranos?
I found it fascinating for a couple reasons. One is I love mafia movies. I love sports movies and mafia movies, but I love the show that it's mafia. I also found it fascinating that they presented this show to every network and everybody turned it down. ABC, NBC, Fox, CBS, everybody turned it down, and HBO turned it down too at first. And then they said, well, what does he do for a living? Oh, he's a mafia boss. Because they presented the show as, here's a guy who's about 40 years old that's having a midlife crisis, and he goes to a therapist. Everyone's like, not interested. And then they go, HBO finally said, well, what does the character do for a living? Oh, he runs the New Jersey Mafia. We're fucking in. And then the show took off. And then that was it.
One of our homies would say The Sopranos is like the best show ever.
It's in my top 5.
Yeah, I love it.
All right, so that's our top 5 list. Thank you for watching another episode of The Young and the Washed, and we'll see you guys next time. Thank you.